Welcome each of you to the campus of the University of North Carolina, Asheville, as we dedicate this extraordinary and beautiful building in service to our state, and as we honor an extraordinary and beautiful public servant, Wilma M. Sherrill. This building represents the very best in community engagement and cooperation. It is a model of integration of public and private support for education and the greater community. Within the walls of this building, students will have an opportunity to learn about personal health and wellness, to learn about serving their communities as health and wellness professionals, to learn about prevention, to prepare to become physicians, pharmacists, and sports and exercise scientists, and public health professionals, to research the practices for healthy living, and to share this knowledge with local, state, and national audiences. North Carolinians will have healthier tomorrows thanks to the support of the North Carolina General Assembly and an extraordinary group of private partners. We did this. You did this, and we did this together. That this building stands before you is a testimony to the liberal arts and the leadership that a liberal arts education imbues. More than a decade ago, our own Dr. Keith Ray, a member of our faculty and an early advocate for health and wellness, had a vision for a statewide center that would be a leading voice in preventative care through teaching, research, and public outreach. This vision was embraced by the 5th Chancellor of UNC Asheville, Dr. James Mullen, who along with Wayne McDevitt and Dr. Ray built a coalition of support from our entire Western North Carolina delegation, notably Wilma Sherrill. Wilma, in turn, built a cross-party coalition in the General Assembly, which resulted in a historic investment of $35 million in the people of North Carolina. Would Wilma, Keith, Wayne, and the members of the North Carolina General Assembly that were serving in 2004 when this project came to financial fruition, please stand up. In the years that followed, our team, led by Senior Administrator for the University Enterprises and Director of Athletics, Janet Cohn, and I have raised an additional $6 million in gifts and $2 million in pledges from private sources to fund the work of this facility. And once again, Wilma Sherrill played a leading role in helping bring some of that private support to this university and to our state. Wilma Sherrill is and has always been an active community leader. Her substantial influence has brought benefits to Asheville, to Western North Carolina, and the state of North Carolina that will last for generations to come. She is often described as a dedicated, tireless, innovative, a bulldog, and an unparalleled advocate. Wilma has a reputation for fighting for what she believes in, and in most cases, not ceasing that fight until it is won. As one community leader said about Wilma, and I quote, "Wilma Sherrill's contagious enthusiasm, energy, optimism, leadership skills, contributions, and achievements show by example how one person can make a difference. It is an inspiration and a role model for others. She doesn't just talk about things, she makes things happen and is quick to suggest and volunteer." So as a result of Wilma's dedication, tirelessness, innovation, and unparalleled advocacy, we have before you a unique building that integrates the curriculum, the co-curriculum, and the needs of our community and state. At more than 130,000 square feet of space, what's inside this building will house the North Carolina Center for Health and Wellness, the Health and Wellness Academic Department, facilities for campus recreation, dance studios, a wellness cafe. Additionally, this new center will house the Kimmel Arena, a 3,800-seat multi-purpose convocation center that will host speakers, fairs, concerts, and athletic events. Many of these programs will be hosted by the university, and many will be hosted by local, state, and national entities who will partner with UNC Asheville. Already dozens of events and programs are scheduled for the Sherrill Center in its opening months, including the Eat Smart, Move More Council, the Mayheck Health Careers Conference, a Teaching Fellows Reunion, the Asheville Citizen Times Runners Expo. In short, this building is not only good for UNC Asheville, it is good for this community and for the state of North Carolina. We are honored to welcome all of you as we celebrate this important occasion, but there are a few people that I would like to recognize in particular for being with us today. Please help me recognize and welcome our Congressman Heath Shuler and his staff member Randy Flack. From Senator Richard Burr's staff, John Mitchell, class of 2004. We have current and former members of the North Carolina General Assembly, including our speaker today, Tom Apodaca, former Speaker of the House, Robert Morgan, Bruce Goforth, Phil Hare, Ray Rapp, Susan Fisher, and Patsy Keever. Please welcome our toilet. Also on the program later today from the Governor's Office, Dr. Jeffrey Engel, the North Carolina State Health Director. Everyone in the public here knows about what this building means for us and what our university means. Asheville City Council is with us today, including Mayor Terry Bellamy and Jan Davis. With us in the crowd also is former Mayor Lou Bissett, and our county loves us too. Members of the Buncombe County Commission, including Chairman David Gant, and Commissioners Kay Ray Bailey, Holly Jones, and Carol Peterson. I would also like to recognize many of you who are private partners, and we wouldn't be here without you today. Please stand, and if you would remain standing so that you can see how many of us it took to make this possible. Jennifer McDougall for Kathy Higgins and the Blue Cross Blue Shield North Carolina Foundation, and King Prather from Blue Cross Blue Shield, who also serves on our Parents Council. Please stand and remain standing. Cynthia and Joe Kimmel and the Kimmel family. Rick Fisher representing Jim Anthony and the Cliffs communities. Chartwells and the Compass Group. David Hayes for BB&T. Home Trust is represented by Stacy Hicks, Dana Stonestreet, and Ed Broadwell. For Wachovia Wells Fargo, Robbie Russell. Pepsi-Cola is here today. Greg Mosier, Office Environments of Asheville. Tom and Nancy Honeycutt. Junius and Pat Grimes. John Ellis, and J.W. and Darlene Davis. Thank you, all of you. We also welcome our key partners in the medical community, Dr. Ron Paulus and the Mission Hospital System. Please stand, Ron. Welcome. Also, Bruce Thorson from the Mission Hospital System Foundation. We also recognize and welcome members of the UNC Board of Governors. With us today is the legendary one and only Adelaide Daniels-Key. Current and former members of our own Board of Trustees, Vice Chair Nathan Ramsey, please stand and remain standing. Dr. David Cogburn, Courtney Galatiotto, Sue McClinton, Audrey Bird Mosley, Bruce Peterson, Pat Smith, Pam Turner, Jim Buckner, Janice Brummett, Al Whitesides, Wayne McDevitt, Mike Tanner, Luther Barnhart, Sissy Stevens, and Harriet Winter. Thank you for your service. We have members from the university's volunteer leadership boards, including Chairman Jim Hegland and Chuck Wood, Chair and Vice Chair of the UNC Asheville Foundation. Please stand and remain standing. Chairman James Carter and the National Alumni Council. Members of the National Parents Council, please stand. Members of the North Carolina Center for Creative Retirement Steering Council, please stand. And Chairman Al Whitesides and the Bulldog Athletics Association Board, please stand. Members of the university governance and leadership bodies include, and we welcome today former Chancellor Dave Brown and his wife Lynn are here, please stand. Members of the university's senior staff, the Chair of the Faculty, Volker Frank, and the Faculty Senate, Chair of the Chancellor's Staff Advisory Council, Chris Miller, and the new President of Student Government, Renee Benewald. I know you're also surrounded by many of us who work at the university and are proud of this beautiful building. So if you work at UNC Asheville, would you please stand, and those of you who are up here, wave for us. For Bowers, Ellis & Watson, the Asheville architectural firm that designed the center, please stand. John Ellis, Jeff Neal, and Will Crater. Please stand and remain standing. From Shelco, the general contractor, Ed Rose, President and CEO, Gerard Reed, Executive VP, Evan Leolio, a Senior Project Manager, Jack Brown, VP of Marketing, and from our own Finance and Campus Operations Division, Vice Chancellor John Pierce, as well as from Design and Construction, Don Gordon, and our Project Coordinator, Randy Williams. See, we did do all of this together. Our thanks to each of you and to all of these people for making your support and contributions so that you could make this wonderful center a reality. I would also like to take a moment to recognize Wilma Sherrill's family. Please stand. Her husband Jerry, her daughter-in-law Jill, son-in-law Mike, and granddaughter Lindsay, her brother Derry and his wife Violet. Would all the members of Wilma Sherrill's family please stand? And while we're working on family, please help me thank the person who is behind me every day, my husband, Dr. Christopher Brookhouse. The new center promises not only to expand opportunities for UNC Asheville, but for all of Western North Carolina as well. I'm honored to welcome 3 distinguished officials to talk about the impact of this center and what it will have on Asheville and Western North Carolina. From the city of Asheville, longtime supporter and father of a UNC Asheville graduate, Councilman Jan Davis. Jan has agreed to represent the city and Mayor Terry Bellamy. And Mayor, I'd really like to thank you for being with us today. Representing Buncombe County and the County Commission, our Chairman, David Gant, and representing the people of the 11th District of North Carolina, we are very honored to have United States Congressman Heath Shuler. First, our own Jan Davis.
Thank you, Chancellor Ponder. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here this morning, and bring greetings and from the Asheville City Council, and I'm honored to be here speaking instead of Terry this morning. She's much prettier, but I spend a lot of time at the university, and as often as I can, I'm here as a supporter. And she gave me this opportunity to stand in her place this morning, so I appreciate that very much. The Asheville City Council, the citizens of Asheville, just are overwhelmed at the opportunity that this building presents us. And today, we begin a new chapter in the community's health and wellness. This is a health and wellness focal point that we dedicate, the Wilma M. Sherrill Center. Health and wellness may be one of our very most important directives of our extended community right now. I think that's something the City Council and the County Commissioners both have great desires for our community, and the community is just in a great position to have this building as a gift to them. This beautiful new building offers the students another great amenity and a reason to be proud of their university. The student athletes, the students, the whole extended community. This is our university and our building, and we appreciate it so much, the opportunity of having it and using it. Last week at an athletic fundraiser event, the Chancellor and I were speaking about the importance of UNCA's outreach in the community and the inclusion of the community in UNCA. I think it's at an all-time high. And I think this body, or this building, embodies that spirit for the community. It's just such a great thing that the community is as much a part of this university as the university is a part of the community. And this building is, as many of you know, I have a bit of an affection for gathering places. The Asheville Civic Center has been one of those opportunities, and I've worked for a number of years to try to focus on that. And we are with a partnership that is been created with UNCA and the Tourism Development Authority, the county, and the city. We are beginning to make some great progress in that renovation, and a lot of that's due to our Sports Commission, and that was driven and inspired by Janet Cohn. So she's kind of everybody's boss. And Janet, we appreciate that opportunity to make those things a reality. So with the Civic Center being improved, and this building existing, we've truly got a community gathering place for sporting events, wellness events, just many things that the community has lacked for so long, and we're really on track to doing a great job with those things. Wilma, you know, I've been friends for a long time, and I can't think of, I know what Wilma's thinking right now. I'll take the liberty of saying it. She's proud, and she is pleased to be here and to have this building named in her honor, but she really probably is missing that seat already over at Justice Center. This is not a Justice Center. This is just, wow, I mean, look at this. But we spent a lot of good hours there, and Wilma spent tons of time and tons of work, and the community is indebted to you for this. The North Carolina General Assembly, with your help and guidance and their wisdom and support, have made this a reality, along with those partners the Chancellor mentioned. And we just are so pleased that you took that initiative. Wilma can make anything happen that she wants to happen, and she's on that Sports Commission too. So between she and Janet, we're going to have a great Sports Commission that's going to fill this building many times. But of course, Aaron keeps it full now, or has got it full for the next year or two out. But we're going to put other events in there. We're going to use the Civic Center, and the whole community is benefiting from these partnerships that have been formed. I do want to again thank the General Assembly. We couldn't do it without you. All the supporters, that all the citizens of Western North Carolina need this building, and you've given them the opportunity to be here. We thank you so much. Go Bulldogs.
I knew this morning when I got up it wasn't going to stay cold. And I knew there was no chance of any rain today, because we're honoring a lady, we're honoring a university, and we're talking about people that want to get things done. We're talking about doers, not takers here. On behalf of Vice Chair Stanley, Commissioner Peterson, Bailey, and Jones, and the people of Western North Carolina, Thanks for taking a minute to talk about what's important to us and to honor somebody who richly deserves it. You know, coming up with $35 million from Raleigh is a pretty good trick. It's even more so today, but it was even the case when we did this years ago. And what it was, you had people like Senator Apodaca, the General Assembly delegation, Wilma Sherrill, that had some vision. It's people that dreamed a little bit and had some political guts to get things done for our people in our community. This center's been working for a long time. Dr. Ray, Dr. Gardner have been working on this for quite a bit. Everyone's going to benefit from this because we can take information here and bring it back to the communities, to the cities, to the towns, and understand what do we need to do to get better, to get more healthy, to lose weight, to have better nutrition, to get better care. And folks, that's really what it's all about. That's going to be one of our big markets. It should be one of the basic things that government does. This building is going to be a symbol of that work, but there's a lot more to do. But it's a very practical and going to be an inviting place for people to come together to improve the wellness of all of us. And we look forward to events here with the Sports Commission, with UNCA, with General Assembly, all the partners, because it wouldn't happen without the General Assembly and the private folks that are here. Now, I miss the dress code, although I've never seen more black and blue than I see right now. But I see a lot of pink, and I hope someone mentions cancer survivor. I had a pink vest. I could have worn it, and I missed it. But I do have something for you, and I'm not going to go on. You've got some wonderful other speakers they want to hear from you. But, you know, the thing about Wilma Sherrill that I always respected was she did what she thought was right for the people of Western North Carolina. And sometimes she went against the leaders of the party that shall not be named. Well, I guess we can name it, Republican Party. She went against them when she thought it was best for the people of North Carolina, especially her district, the people you represented, Wilma. And it caused you some static at times. But, you know, she was our renegade. She was our pirate. Because when it came down to what partisan politics said and what the community needed, Wilma Sherrill always went with the community. And I got this a long time ago. People always dread when I bring a prop up here. But I got this a long time ago, and I thought of Wilma Sherrill when I got it. I didn't know if I don't have many of these. I have the donkey variety, but I wanted to give this to Wilma to thank her for being our renegade, for fighting for people, making this happen, and helping domestic violence victims, healthy Western North Carolina citizens, and everybody here today. You're going to make a difference for a long time after you and I are gone. Thanks for being our pirate. Wilma Sherrill.
Well, the good Lord has been incredible to us today, to be able to be in the mountains of North Carolina, to be able to be here in this setting, and to be able to honor Wilma Sherrill, and to be able to introduce this facility to the people of Western North Carolina. We've all probably had people in our lives that we look back to and we think if they only had a facility like this, what they could do or what they would be. Now, this community and on this campus at UNCA, under great leadership of Chancellor Pondler, I cannot thank you for what you're able to give to these students, and your faculty and your staff are able to give back to a community. As I was sitting there, I thought to myself, I said, you know, what does this mean to a young student coming in? Someone who may not have had these same opportunities in high school, may not have ever wanted to maybe work out. Maybe they weren't eating properly. Or maybe they didn't have the proper nutrition because of their own personal livelihood. But here is an opportunity that you can give back that will change lives forever, that you can impact them and change their livelihoods, not only today, but possibly their own family and that next generation. And I think so many who have been involved in this, it's about changing and making sure that next generation has opportunities. And whether it be that young freshman student that comes here and plays ball for the first time, or has an opportunity to take a class here to learn about their own personal wellness and fitness, it may just change their life. And they can live a healthier lifestyle, then they can pass it on to the next generation. If there's one thing that we can all have common ground on, it's about making a difference in a child's life, or in this instance, the student's life. And so many people had the courage to work together. You must be a blue dog, Wilma, because I take those same heat. But someone had to step forward, and you had a supporting cast, and we can't do it alone. And I know you didn't do it alone, but you had so many people there that are supporting you, friends, your colleagues, and a community. And if we can now just rally around to do what the mayor has been able to accomplish with the Asheville project, that we continue to, Mayor, not a lot of people's listening, but we're trying our best to be able to tell the whole entire country what you are doing with your employees and making a difference in their own livelihoods and make a difference in their own health. And what we're doing at the Mission Hospital and making those employees be aware of their own personal health issues and to be accountable for their own personal health. That's how we change this state and this country. And it starts with communities like this. And I am so proud to be a part of a community that has the interest of the people first, not the political parties and not their own personal interests, but truly have the people first. So congratulations to the faculty, the staff, chancellor, the trustees, and all of the students. It's going to, not only now, but in the future, will have the opportunity to take just a piece of what the government has given back, just a piece, and live and fulfill a lifelong dream that they can accomplish, live a healthy lifestyle, and not only that, but they can pass it on to their children and their grandchildren. Congratulations to all of you. Wilma, certainly congratulations to you. God bless you all.
So proud to have you here today. Thank you, each of you. One of the key components of this wonderful center are the new offices and classrooms and laboratories for the health and wellness major. I'm pleased to welcome to the podium the chair of our department and the visionary who helped Wilma begin this project, Dr. Keith Ray. Likewise, I'm pleased to welcome immediately following Dr. Ray, Emily Pineda, a junior in the department and a varsity track and field athlete. Please help me welcome Keith Ray to the podium.
Wow, we're really here. You know, if you look closely at any great achievement, its manifestation is the result of all the right people in the right place, doing and thinking the right things at the right time. Along with all the leaders Chancellor Ponder already has recognized, I want to add a few more. 30 years ago, 2 campus leaders gave birth to health and wellness at UNC Asheville through a grant-funded health promotion program. Without their vision and efforts, none of us would be here today. Please join me in expressing our appreciation to, and if both of you are here, I hope you are, please stand, Professor of Psychology, Dr. William Bruce, Vice Chancellor Emeritus, Dr. Eric Yav Yovakini. Are either one of you here? Well, please join me in expressing our appreciation. Others who have played key roles in the evolution of health and wellness at UNC Asheville. Former Chancellors, Dr. Dave Brown, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Larry Wilson, the person who helped envision, develop, and direct our interdisciplinary community-based research initiatives, Professor of Psychology and Director of the Center for Teaching and Learning, Dr. Melissa Himmeline. Melissa, are you here? Professor of Psychology and former Dean of Social Sciences, Dr. Lisa Friedenberg, and current Dean of Social Sciences, Dr. Jeff Combs. Health and Wellness staff and faculty, Elise Henshaw, Dr. Amy Lanou, Dr. Jason Wingert, Dr. Kathy Garby, Connie Schrader, and Brad DeWeese, are you here? Please wave your hand. We can't forget our students, health and wellness students. Are any of you able to be here today, or are you in class right now? Wave your hand if you couldn't do it without you. And finally, the leadership team that brought the vision to fruition, Senior Administrator for University Enterprises, Janet Cohn, Vice Chancellor for Finance, John Pierce, and our very own Chancellor Ann Ponder. Thank you. Now I want to focus on Wilma. You see, without Wilma, none of this would have come together. Anyone who knows Wilma knows that when she believes in a cause, she doesn't stop until she gets it done. So when we talked about how chronic diseases such as heart disease, stroke, cancer, and diabetes are among the most common, costly, and preventable health conditions in the United States and North Carolina, Wilma said, we need to do more about prevention now. When we talked about how promotion of healthy living and removal of barriers to healthy living are key to prevention, Wilma said, we need to do more to help North Carolinians lead healthier lives. When we talked about our intention to prepare undergraduate students to be effective leaders, practitioners, and researchers at all levels in health promotion, disease prevention, Wilma said, let's do it now. And when we talked about UNC Asheville's bold vision to create a center that would serve North Carolina and provide unequaled opportunities for students to enhance their learning through direct involvement with regional and statewide initiatives, Wilma said, now is the time to make it happen. So as a result of Wilma's commitment to get it done, the new degree program in health and wellness promotion has been in operation since 2005 and is the fastest growing major at UNC Asheville in recent years. We have more than 150 students each year preparing for leadership roles in health and wellness. More than 150 students already have graduated and are pursuing graduate and/or professional studies and/or are serving our communities across the state and the nation. Since 2007, faculty and students from numerous disciplines have been engaged in applied and community-based research in health and wellness. Those include health and wellness, psychology, sociology, management, education, foreign languages, economics, biology, political science, drama, math, and physics. And as a result of Wilma's commitment to health and wellness, we are preparing to move into this magnificent facility, enabling UNC Asheville's North Carolina Center for Health and Wellness to serve as a leading catalyst in the prevention of chronic health conditions through the promotion of healthy living among North Carolinians of all ages. You know, more than 2,300 years ago, the father of anatomy, Herophilus, said this: "To lose one's health renders science null, art inglorious, strength unavailing, wealth useless, and power and eloquence powerless." Well, I don't know about you, but where I come from, that means nothing really matters when you don't have your health. Thanks to Wilma Sherrill and our many partners across the state, future generations of North Carolinians will be leading healthier and more productive lives. Wilma, we remain forever grateful for your right leadership at the right time. Thank you.
Like Chancellor Ponder said, my name is Emily Pineda, and I am proud to be a part of the Health and Wellness Promotions Department. I came to UNC Asheville 3 years ago with a passion for health and the aspiration to serve others. In those 3 years, my desire to change the health of others has profoundly changed me. Through the academic rigor and experiential learning provided by the Health and Wellness Promotions Department, I, along with my peers and professors, have empowered individuals through health, The department's commitment to hands-on learning has proven not only to educate students, but cultivate leaders. I feel uniquely blessed to have had so many opportunities here at UNC Asheville. The department has a unique way of looking at ideas in a supportive yet academic light. They encourage me to take action, from a student health fair and individual health assessments on campus to childhood obesity prevention and active senior living in the community. These actions gave me the abilities to lead and personal growth. I have found that my education here at UNC Asheville has proven to be invaluable. Yet I truly feel that I am just a mere reflection of the dedication to health and the vigor for life our faculty and staff display on a daily basis. I look forward to one more year at UNC Asheville surrounded by this drive and passion. And since I have one more year to graduate, I honestly cannot wait to continue working and learning in the Sherrill Center. I cannot wait to see what the Health and Wellness Promotions Department and the North Carolina Center of Health and Wellness can do to make a positive difference on all North Carolinians. Thank you.
That's why. Our new facility will also house offices and support space for the North Carolina Center for Health and Wellness. Under the direction of Dr. David Gardner, the North Carolina Center for Health and Wellness will be a leading catalyst for prevention of chronic health conditions through the promotion of healthy living. I am also pleased to welcome one of the center's key partners, North Carolina State Health Director Dr. Jeffrey Engel, who is here this morning to represent Governor Beverly Perdue. David.
Good morning. Wow, I have to follow Emily and Keith. That's tough. One of the joys of coming to UNC Asheville and the North Carolina Center for Health and Wellness has been getting to know and work with Keith Ray, Dr. Ponder, Wilma Sherrill, Janet Cohn, John Pierce, and many others here on campus and in the community who crafted a vision for this incredible building, and more important, a vision for promoting health and prevention and wellness from this campus across all of North Carolina. I offer sincere thanks and congratulations to Wilma, North Carolina General Assembly, and the individual and corporate donors and supporters for making this possible at UNC Asheville. I also thank Kathy Higgins, Jennifer McDougall, Danielle Breslin, and the Blue Cross Blue Shield North Carolina Foundation for its investment in the work that we will do here. I thank and salute Keith Ray for his vision for a center that would touch the lives and improve the health of North Carolinians through prevention and wellness. That truly is visionary. Since I arrived in July of last year, I've enjoyed watching the Sherrill Center from the Miller facilities just across the street develop and mature into a dominant and impressive presence on our campus. It will be an exciting and rewarding place to work in and a beautiful home to reside in doing this work. I'd also like to acknowledge the North Carolina Center for Health and Wellness team who are covered here over in the background. Laurie Stradley, our Director of State and Community Collaborations, Dr. Rebecca Reeve, our Director of Research Programs, and Andrea Fiedler, our Administrative Assistant. From our base at the Sherrill Center, we will work with faculty, students, staff, and community partners to build a statewide infrastructure for prevention with a focus on healthy weight of children, youth, and young adults, healthy aging, and worksite wellness. The Sherrill Center will be a destination where health and wellness professionals and students can learn and share best practice, promote innovation, and apply research to improve the health across our campus, our community, our region, and our state. We're anxious to move into this new building. Boy, are we anxious. Where we'll share this building with the health and wellness faculty and students, campus recreation, Bulldog basketball, and the community. Perhaps the words of the contemporary philosopher Ty Pennington best describes our feeling at this point when we say, "Driver, move that bus." Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Ponder. Wilma, it's great meeting you today. And indeed, on behalf of Governor Beverly Perdue and Secretary of Health and Human Services Lanier Kanzler, it is a pleasure to be here today for the dedication of the Wilma Sherrill Wellness Center. This is an amazing accomplishment, particularly in these tough economic times, to see a dedication like this. And coming from Raleigh, where we're in the midst of really horrible budget cuts, to see this development out west is great. It's made my week, hopefully the rest of my month, and the rest of this session with the General Assembly. I'd also like to introduce my colleague, Gibby Harris, who's in the audience. Maybe Gibby could stand. She is the Buncombe County Health Director, and it is the family of public health that I represent both at the division level at the state and the 85 local health departments that serve all of North Carolinians across the state. And we dovetail completely with the mission of this new building. It is my job to promote and contribute to the highest state of health possible for the state of North Carolina. And that's done through health, wellness, and prevention. And we know that really that is ultimately the only way we're going to bring down the spiraling costs of health care today and into the future. No offense, Dr. Paulison, my colleagues at Mission, it's great being here to dedicate this center rather than new hospital beds. Of course, health care is important, but when you look at some of the folks that are there and the preventable illness, it is striking. From the newborn, the neonatal intensive care unit, and premature deliveries, which are largely preventable, to even our elderly that are in there with heart disease and complications of habits that they made earlier in their life, such as smoking. So to know and understand that most of these health conditions in North Carolina are preventable is truly amazing that this building is being built and the folks that are going to be staffing it are dedicated to that mission. North Carolina ranks 35th in the nation in health outcomes. That's unacceptable to me as your state health director, and I hope it's unacceptable to everybody in the audience today, because it is really only together are we going to be able to move that needle and really improve the health outcomes of North Carolinians in our state. If I could name one condition that's responsible, I would call it tobisahol. It's a coined phrase, but it gets at tobacco, obesity, and alcohol, which are probably the three top problems that are preventable in North Carolina. Obesity, of course, covers physical activity and nutrition and making wrong choices along the way with those issues. But I'll have to add unwanted pregnancies and sexually transmitted infections, including HIV and AIDS, which continue to plague our state and nation. And ultimately, the social determinants that make up the health of North Carolinians. Poverty continues to plague us, a high school dropout rate that is still unacceptably high. And these are all the areas where we need to move ahead and in our work for prevention. Finally, I must mention health disparities. The disparities between minority populations in our state and the white population are also unacceptable and explain a large portion of the poor health that exists in North Carolina today. If we look just at infant mortality, for example, a rate that's 2.5 times higher in African American babies than in white babies. If you think about what that means, that's like 12.5 deaths per 1,000 live births in African American children versus only 6 in whites. These are the statistics that are should no longer be tolerable to any of us. And we all must work together to move that needle towards improvement. And to get us there, we have this center, which is dedicated to prevention and wellness, and ultimately will help us improve those horrible statistics that exist in our state. And I'd like to thank the dedicated leadership here today for understanding that it is really through the development now and of the workforce for tomorrow that we're really going to move the needle on these things. And for helping us all make the healthy choice, the easy choice, because that's really what it's all about. Thank you so much, and best wishes for a great center.
Thank you. We're clearly doing some important work here. The construction and programmatic development of this center has been no small task. We have been fortunate over the last several years to have as the leader of our project on campus, the one that I call the point guard. Our senior administrator for University Enterprises and athletic director, Janet Cohn.
Hate to touch anything, but I am a little shorter than our chancellor for sure. This is a great day, and if you are not having fun, you are missing something, because this has been quite a ride for 7 years. And some of the key notes, I always plan a speech. I'm throwing my speech out because I want to hit on a couple key points. Our chancellor led off by saying we. That was one of her first statements, we. And all the people that she thanked, because knowing Wilma would never take credit for this, and it's certainly been a project of a bunch of we have done this together, and that's been amazing. And with that, I also want to thank all the people, because in some way I probably have asked you for your time, for your expertise, for your money, and for all the other things that you've done for our university as we've been working on this for these past 7 years. I want to thank you very much for all that you have done. But I also want to ask some forgiveness, because I learned a few things from Wilma. Sometimes you probably got mad at us because we were pushing you and pulling you and shoving you and just trying to get this thing done. So for all those times where, you probably wish that we'd go away, or maybe you went in a room and you probably said, those are two very beautiful women. I'm sure that's what you said. But you probably got a little mad at us too. So thank you so much for what you've done for this. This building is gorgeous, and the architects and everyone's done a great job. But this is a process. And, although we're dedicating this today, and it was a great vision by Keith Ray and many others, the process is just beginning. And just like the person that's going to have the name on this building, it's what's inside that really counts. And it's the servant, the leadership, and the programs that are going to go on within this building and how they give back to our community. So I'm challenging you right now. I'm challenging our university, our city, our county, Western North Carolina, our state, all of our friends. Help us make what's inside this building meaningful, because then each of you are giving back for generations to come. And that's what we're trying to do here, have a healthier North Carolina. The other thing I want to point out that's very, very important, I too am a product of a liberal arts education. Because you probably have wondered at times, what in the heck is the athletic director doing this kind of thing? Liberal arts, creative problem solving, articulate, learning. You just saw a perfect example of one of our student athletes. Listen, UNC Asheville, we are graduating today's leaders, not tomorrow. And tell you what, they're going out in this community, Western North Carolina and this state, because liberal arts education is the best education you can get. And Provost Fernandez, I salute you. Yes, because our academic core is unbelievable. So as we go forward, Wilma would want us to continue to lead this charge together. We together, because what's going to come out of the inside of this building is really going to change our lives and make a difference not only to UNC Asheville, the county, Western North Carolina, and North Carolina is going to get healthier. So I thank you once again for all your support. I really mean it. Every one of you that are here today made a difference on this project, so thank you.
Thank you, Janet. This building was made possible through the generous support of the North Carolina General Assembly. The historic support by the Assembly for higher education and the UNC system has created one of the world's truly great universities and a key economic engine of North Carolina for more than a couple of centuries. We are pleased to have representing the leadership and members of the General Assembly from our own 48th District, Senator Tom Apodaca.
If we could, I'd like to start off with just a moment of silence for the folks we lost over the weekend in eastern North Carolina. So far, the death count's 22, but I fear it's going to be much greater. So if you would just, with me, bow for a moment of silence and remember those folks and their families. Thank you, thank you. Okay, this has been much too serious now. This whole thing for Wilma. Wilma, stand up a minute, would you? Come on, stand up. I want you to turn around and look. Look at all these beautiful people, all these wonderful people. Give her a hand. All right, thank you, Wilma. Sit down. Sit down. Wilma, you need to know the reason all these people are here today is because they're scared of you. They knew if you didn't get here, if they didn't get here, it'd be, something to pay. So they're all here and they wanted you to see them. I know you've been worried about this for, 2 or 3 weeks when you heard I was going to speak. Because, I've got a lot of stories on Wilma. Some of them I can tell here, some of them I can't, I'll tell later. But let me tell you my favorite Wilma story. When I was first elected to the General Assembly in 2002, went down in 2003, the Buncombe delegation had a meeting. And we walked into a room, a small conference room in the Legislative Office building, and the first thing I see is Wilma Sherrill hitting another member in the head with a pencil. And trying to get the attention of the member, and she got the attention of the member, and I promise you that member voted for this project. So Wilma was actually working on this in 2003. When I came down, people said, "What are you going to do in Raleigh?" And I said, "I'm going to do what Wilma tells me." And, I jokingly said that, but that was serious because there was nobody in the General Assembly I respected and trusted more than Wilma Sherrill. And her guidance was always there for me, many times when I didn't want it, but it was there. And she was always most helpful to me throughout my years in the General Assembly. And Jesus, I thought I had lost her, and she busted in the door a month or 2 ago. She's back. And I said, "What happened? Jerry run you out of the house?" But she's been down there tirelessly advocating for Western North Carolina, Mission Hospital, and other projects. So she will not quit. She is the best I've seen out of this area. And it's just a joy to be here today. This project, I thought they asked me to be the poster child for this facility with health and wellness. And it's especially with the seat they gave me. I want you to look at the room between Congressman Schuler and Chairman Gant. Look at them. They're squeezing up now. Hopefully within 10 years when we come back for this, we can all fit in those 3 seats. But it was difficult for a while, so I had to get up. Plus, I did drive this morning from Raleigh and rode with the, I don't know how you would title him, but it's the State Budget Director for Governor Perdue, Mr. Andy Willis. Andy, stand up. Andy's a great guy. He has a tremendous amount of love for Wilma. There's a lot going on, but Andy said he would not miss this. And plus, I'm convinced the governor sent him to bend my ear coming up. And I said, "Tell her no, I'm not voting for her budget, but we're going to fix it." And if you have any questions, university staff, Chancellor Ponder, Andy will be more than willing to help you with anything you need. But this is a glorious day. This is one beautiful facility. The sun came out just at the right time, and I can't think of anybody more deserving than having their name on the front of a building. I guess your name's up here, I don't know. Looks like they're gonna do it in marker, so it might be trouble. And I understand this is a special anniversary for you. And Wilma, I don't know what to tell you, but other than I love you, and you're the best. We've never had a better advocate. UNCA's never had a better advocate. Western North Carolina has never had a better advocate. And what you have done here today for the people of Western North Carolina will outlive us all. And I hope it outlives us all in a healthy life. And thank you, Wilma, for everything. Thank you.
Good morning. Senator Apodaca, thank you so much for your kind words and mini roast of Wilma. I won't give a roast of Wilma this morning because, as Senator said, Wilma there'll be heck to pay, I'm sure, if I don't tell the stories correct or not, but Wilma's a great advocate for this university, a great advocate for this community, and a great advocate for this state. And if you're in a fight, if you're in a struggle, you want Wilma to be on your side, because I've been on both sides of the fence, and it's a lot more fun when Wilma was there on your side. Senator Apodaca, thank you for all that you do for this state, for this university system. We look forward to continuing to work with you to serve the people of North Carolina. And being a Western Carolina graduate, I know it might be a little difficult for you to stand on this podium, but you got your Bulldog blue today, so we're all Bulldogs today. It's an honor for Wilma for her decades of public service that today we recognize a great Ashevillean, a great North Carolinian, Wilma Sherrill. Would Chancellor Ponder, Al Whitesides, Janice Brummett, Jim Buckner please join me at the podium. Wilma, your service to this state is legendary. As we heard from Senator Apodaca and some others this morning, for decades you have committed your time, passion to the people of North Carolina. You were among the first in the state leadership to recognize the need to focus on lifelong wellness and prevention. You've been a tireless champion for wellness, health research, families, children, and for economic development. You have built unlikely coalitions that advance not politics, but people. And you have been a dogged, let's say a bulldogged, supporter of this great university. It is for this and more that the Board of Trustees for the University of North Carolina at Asheville is honored and pleased to name this impressive building for you. Just inside the doors, you will find a permanent plaque that reads, Wilma M. Sherrill Center, community leader, public servant, ardent Bulldog supporter. For your devotion to UNC Asheville, to the health and wellness of the people of North Carolina, April 2011. Wilma, Chancellor. Wilma, come on, let's do this. Chancellor Ponder, Wilma.
Okay, that's on this side. Okay.
It is our pleasure to introduce to you the Wilma M. Sherrill Center. Wilma, as the rest of us return to our seats, could you please remain up here at the podium? as I welcome another great Ashevillean, former chair of our Board of Trustees, Janice W. Brummett, to introduce you. Janice, thank you for all that you do for our community and for this university.
Okay. Because I'm the only person standing between you and talking to Wilma, I just wanted to stray a moment from my speech and tell you, as a point of personal privilege, I have known, and my husband Joe have known Wilma for almost 20 years. And as you know, anything that she puts her mind to, she's a bulldog. And she is a great community citizen. For anything that she wanted to do for Western North Carolina, she's done it. And for the women, children, and families of Western North Carolina, this is just one great example. Our students and the people of Western North Carolina are going to use this facility to become healthy and better citizens for North Carolina. So we are so excited about this today. But on a point of personal privilege, I just want to say there's some ladies back there with pink hats. And the reason for this is today marks the 5-year anniversary of Wilma Sherrill being cancer-free. So with that, I'm going to sit down and you all talk to my friend Wilma Sherrill.
Love you. Well, I'm not sure I have enough Kleenex up here. You're the one. Congressman Schuler, Senator Apodaca, Chancellor Ponder, Speaker Morgan, where are you? I'm going to talk about you a lot, but I want everybody to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Chairman Gant, Mayor Bellamy, I tell you, I'm just probably going to miss somebody, so let's do it this way. Would all the elected officials please stand up? All of you. Thank you, thank you. Now would all the members of my family stand up, and my extended family? And that's Rosa and Brittany and Janet. Thank you. Now would all the friends that I have and the friends of the university please stand up? Is there anybody out there that hadn't stood up? If there is, please do it now so we can thank you for being here. Not a soul. This is really hard because everything I was going to say, either Chancellor Ponder or Keith or Janet or Jan or someone's already said it. So I was on TV, watching TV the other day, and I was watching Prince William. And he read his speech. So I thought it'd be okay if I read mine. I really, seriously thank you for your presence here today. It's a very, very special day for me. It's a special day for the university. It's a special day for the community, the state, and its citizens. So I hope it's a special day for you. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words from Jan on behalf of the city and David Gant, even though I could have done without that elephant. I appreciate those kind words. Congressman Schuler, thank you for your service to this district, and thank you for being here today. It makes it really, really special. Janet Cohn, you know, you're kind of amazing person. Your energy and enthusiasm has taken this university to places that I don't think we knew we could go. And I know the community appreciates you as much as I do. Thank you. Senator Apodaca, I know you're trying to hide.
But thank you for not telling everything. You are indeed a special friend. And I'm grateful for the leadership I'm witnessing you provide in Raleigh. There is no question, folks, that his dedication, his commitment to Western North Carolina is unparalleled. There's no one down there that works any harder, that has any more respect, and he's doing the right thing. Thank you. Most of what you said was correct, and I want to compliment you for being a really good student. You listened well. Janet Brummett, where'd you go? You continue to amaze me with your generosity and your commitment to the community. Whether you're leading a hospital or this university or the Chamber of Commerce, whatever you're doing, you demonstrate leadership, good leadership. You demonstrate confidence, and you demonstrate so much loyalty to those you serve. And I love you, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. This is kind of a side joke that only 7 women will understand. I was so glad you didn't have a voodoo doll with you this morning. That's really a... Like I said, I'm thrilled to be here. I'm humbled. I'm grateful. What an awesome facility. My head's spinning, my knees are shaking, my feet hurt, but I am indeed overwhelmed. Thank you. Let me just talk about that. You've already heard from Dr. Ray and Chancellor Ponder and the health director and David Gardner and all those people. What's about the work that's going on in this facility. What is more important than good health? And a good quality education is next. Both of these are being accomplished right here in this facility. You heard from Emily, so I know you'll agree with me that the students who walk away with a health and wellness degree will have all kinds of doors open for them, whether it's med school, whether it's teaching, whether it's a physical fitness director. They will be prepared because of the great work that has been assembled by the faculty and the vision in this building. So I am extremely proud, very proud. As I said earlier, I'm really honored, but make no mistake about it. I didn't do this, not by myself. There's so many of you out there that had a hand in this. I have to first thank God, for my energy, for my health, for my ability, and all the many other blessings. I thank my family, Jerry, Jill, Lindsay, Mike, Derry, Vina, Heather, all of you. You've been the wind beneath my wings. You've been there. You have supported my choices. You have given me advice whether I wanted it or not. But you've certainly helped me achieve my goals and supported me. Thank you so much. I love all of you. Dear Rosa, just stand up. She was my clerk for 12 years. Talk about a wind beneath my wings. She was loyal, she was dedicated, she was there. She loved me and I loved her, and she made my 12 years in Raleigh easier. Thank you, Rosa. There's so many of you who helped me get there. You've supported me in so many different ways. And without you, I would have never, ever had the opportunity to go to Raleigh and serve as your public servant. Your vote, your advice, your financial support, people like Bob and Judy Long, Elaine and John Sutton, Janice and Joe Brummett, Steve and Clara Bitter. I wish I could name every one of you. We'd be here the rest of the day. But without you, I couldn't have gotten there. Thank you so much. You know, I've loved this campus for many years, and I am grateful that I just happened to be at the right place at the right time during the 2003-04 session of the General Assembly. And with the help of Speaker Morgan, who put me there in a position to where I could have a little influence, I will indeed forever be grateful, and this university will be grateful, and this community will be grateful, in this state and nation. Thank you, Speaker Morgan. Thank you, thank you. And so with that help, I did seize the opportunity to obtain the funding for this center. It was a challenge. There were a lot of other representatives that wanted $35 million for their district. So I feel very, very good that we prevailed. I want to thank all of my colleagues who were serving with me at the time. Representative Goforth, you were there and you were right beside me, so stand up and let us give you a hand. Bruce and Senator Abadoc and others trusted me, they believed in me, they supported my request, and we all thank you. Thank you very, very much. You helped make it happen. Then the leadership of this university, who had this vision and recognized the need for such a program. At the time, Jim Mullen, Chancellor Mullen, and I'm so sorry he couldn't be with us today. He sent his regards. Dr. Ray, and where's Wayne McDevitt? Back there was my biggest cheerleader. Thank you, Wayne. I'd have he and Keith in the car driving to Raleigh, testifying before committees, helping us fight the fight. Thank you so much. And then Chancellor Ponder arrived. And that was a blessing for all of us. She perfected this program with great, great enthusiasm. A program that will prevent childhood obesity, improve workplace wellness, and help us old seniors be healthy. Speaking of Dr. Ponder, let me just personally thank you for giving me the opportunity to work on this campus after I retired from the General Assembly for a couple of years. I had the opportunity to work with you and gain valuable knowledge of what your leadership means to this place. We're glad you're here. A mountain girl came home. Thank you very much. I had the opportunity to work with a great faculty, and I saw firsthand the dedication and commitment that they have as they educate these students. They're the best of the best. So give those professors a hand. Thank you. One of the greatest joys, and I think I say joy, was taking orders from Janet Cohn. You know, the General Assembly doesn't fund athletic facilities. So I sat in that Justice Gym for 40 years. And it just gave me a great deal of pleasure to follow Janet around, to reach out to the community. And you've already heard the names of the partners that at times we contacted and other times Chancellor Ponder and Janet. But you stepped up to the plate, you made it happen. And I don't know what I'll do the first game we play in that Kimball Arena. I'm going to be the most excited person in there. So, wait till you see it. It's awesome. Thank you, Janet. Of course, the Board of Trustees is who made all this happen. And I am so happy to see Jim Buckner. Jim, will you please just stand up a minute? Along with Janice Brummett and Al Whiteside and this man, they had the determination and the leadership and the persistence. And Adlai Key helped them a little bit. Where's Adlai? On the Board of Governors. Thank you so much. I'm delighted you're here. Jim has been under the weather, and he made a special effort to be here, and it means so much to me. Thank you. Thank all of you. I want to thank the other members of the Board of Trustees. So Sue, Pam, Virgil, Nathan, Phil, Joe, Audrey, Bruce, and Pat, if you're here, please stand and let me thank you again. You honor me. I'm humbled by your thank you, thank you. Like I said earlier, I wish I had the time to stand here and call the names of every person who made it possible for me to be here. But I would probably forget someone that's very, very important. But you know who you are. So pat yourself on the back. And please know that I know I would not be here without you. I love you and thank you so very much.
You stand right here with me.
Okay.
Wilma, none of us can say thank you loudly enough for what you've done for UNC Asheville, for this community and this state. It has been your belief in health and wellness as a key component of quality of life and economic development that made this possible. Great projects like this one start with a dream, a vision, what Wilma calls an awesome idea. Great projects like this have a champion, someone who grabs on with a bulldog-like determination and will not give up until it's realized. Great projects like this have multitudes of people working very hard to make it happen. We thank all of you, and we thank Wilma for being our champion. So I'm going to give you a chance to cheer. Now, it's a relatively archaic form, but we're going to cheer together. So I'm going to make Wilma stand right here, and you're going to stand up. And I'm going to say hip hip, and you're going to say, and we're going to do that 3 times really loudly. Ready? Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Thank you, all of you can sit down just a moment. Thank you for joining us. Special thanks to our speakers, as well as to the UNC Asheville Chamber Players under the direction of Dr. Milton Krotz for the opening concert. And we invite each of you to join us for tours and refreshment as you join us on this beautiful, beautiful morning. Before we conclude, I would like to ask those of you who spoke today and stood up for the dedication and Wilma's family to join Wilma as the first group to tour this building just inside these doors for photographs. Refreshments and restrooms are immediately behind you, and tours in small groups will start immediately by the ticket office, which is over here, and by the building that includes many of the classrooms and offices over here. I'd like to ask you to please be careful as you go through this gorgeous, jaw-dropping building, but it still is a construction site, so please be careful. You are among the very first people to sneak peek into this gorgeous place. Again, I thank you, and we look forward to seeing you at many events and programs in the Wilma M. Sherrill Center.